Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. I am here in my laundry room today because I want to start the process of deep cleaning in here. I know that I won't be able to do a full deep clean today, but I wanted to at least get started. I definitely wanted to go through the things in the cabinets to see if there's anything to declutter, and I thought I would take you along for some motivation today. And I did want to say that I got a haircut today, so if you notice that I look a little bit different, I decided to go a little bit shorter. My hair was getting really straggly, and honestly, I almost told her to cut it even shorter, but this time I went with kind of a medium length, but maybe next time I'll cut it even shorter. It's just so much healthier when it's short. So you'll have to let me know what you think. I did want to let you know that this video is actually a fun collaboration that I'm doing. It is a different type of collaboration than I've ever done before, but this is with a group of YouTube ladies who are all 40 plus, and so we want to share some inspiration and motivation with you and what life looks like for us as older moms, older ladies, just doing the homemaking thing. So definitely check out my description box to find the playlist, to find the other ladies' links to their channels. We will all just be posting throughout this week. I know I'm posting on the later end. I'm posting on Thursday, so their videos will probably all be live by the time mine goes up. But please check out the description box to find these ladies' videos. I'm sure you are to get tons of motivation from them as well. So let's get started. Let's get cleaning. Y'all, if you missed it, just on Tuesday, I posted my end of the month declutter with me video, and this is all of the stuff that I decluttered in the month of August. So I definitely want to get this out in my garage with all of my other items that were left over from last month, because I definitely need to make a run to the thrift store, but I need to figure out what needs to be thrown away, what needs to be taken out to the garage to be taken to the Goodwill. So that is the first order of business right now. Y'all, I am so excited about this fun collaboration with other YouTubers who are 40 plus, and I did want to give a special shout out to my friend Erika. Her channel is SheWolfMom. She was the one who came up with this really fun idea and gathered us all together and organized us. So thank you, Erika, for that. You will want to be sure to check out Erika's channel. I know that you will really enjoy her content. She has very similar content to my own, and I just love her. She's such a sweet, fun, and vibrant personality. I always enjoy seeing her videos when they pop up in my feed, so I know that you will enjoy her videos as well. In addition to that, today is Thursday, and on my channel, that means Thoughtful Thursday. If you're new around here or don't know what that means, every Thursday, I like to share my thoughts on a topic, on whatever random topic I'm thinking of, or a topic that is pertinent to what I'm sharing. But I always like to share in the voiceover so that I can share this cleaning, organizing, or decluttering motivation with you alongside of whatever I want to share. And today, please stay tuned. I will be talking about aging gracefully. I thought that that was really an appropriate topic for today's video. Okay, I have a pile of mostly t-shirts from my son from when he was growing up, like school t-shirts that he didn't want to keep. I was having trouble letting go of them, but I do feel like I need to just let them go. Along with the box down there, it has a bunch of jewelry that I've decluttered, and I've had a hard time actually getting it out the door. So if you feel that way sometimes about items that you're kind of sentimentally attached to, I understand. But I am going to put this with my declutter pile, get it out of here this week. And then over here, all of these items that I pulled out of that cabinet, this is just an extra bottle of Clorox wipes, which I need to bring those up to the kitchen because we ran out in the kitchen. And then these were all items that I was gonna ask my kids about, and I ended up not asking my son just because he lives in Portland, and so it would be hard to ship these things to him. It would even be hard to take it in my suitcase, especially this globe. But anyway, my daughter never gave me a for sure answer. And part of that is because she's currently living just in a bedroom. She doesn't have her own place. She's living with us. So what I've decided to do is all of this stuff I'm going to put in a box that is in our attic, which is labeled extra decor, because I know it's almost empty. I think I have some frames in there and that's it. So that way when she moves out, she can decide if she wants to take this stuff, and if she doesn't, I will declutter it at that time. Although these back here, I do have a pile of greenery that I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of. It's not really my daughter's style, but I know this plain greenery is more her style, so I'll keep that, but get rid of that. So anyway, if you've seen these in a past declutter video, technically they did not leave my home, but they will eventually leave my home. I'm not using them to style anymore. I'm just holding on to them in case my daughter will want them to style her new place once she moves out. Oh my goodness, y'all, this neck fan has been a lifesaver lately. Whew. Because it is hot in Austin and the hot flashes are flashing. But I just had to go upstairs into my attic space to put away all of that decor. I wanted to just do it right away. I didn't want to pile it someplace else, so I brought it directly there, and it is so hot up there. I was about ready to die. But I got that put away, and so now I can go on with the rest of this deep clean. Okay, my friends, for today's Thoughtful Thursday video, like I mentioned earlier, I wanted to talk about aging gracefully. I thought this was an appropriate topic for this collab I am joining today because I'm joining with my 40 plus ladies. I also wanted to share on this topic because I know a lot of people seem to be surprised when they find out my age. For those of you who are new here or just don't know, I am 50 years old. I'm about to turn 51 this fall. And I do want to say aging gracefully is not just about creams and ointments, exercise, drinking plenty of water, and getting good sleep. Don't get me wrong, I think all of these healthy habits certainly contribute to aging gracefully, but it is far more than just surface level habits. The first thing that I wanted to talk about is relationships. I'm talking about genuine relationships, those relationships where you have deep and meaningful conversations, hard conversations, remembering birthdays and other special dates, and showing care and love for one another. Dr. Mark Hyman has shared on this topic the importance of relationships for health and longevity. On Instagram, he shared that if you have a loving, connected conversation with someone, it will actually turn on the genes that shut off inflammation in the body. He also shared a quote that says, an 85-year-old study following 700 plus people found that the number one predictor of long-term health and happiness wasn't diet, wealth, or even genetics. It was the quality of relationships. Community is really the ultimate medicine for the body and the brain. I recognize that this isn't easy, especially in this fast-paced culture we live in. It is difficult to prioritize relationships, but it will certainly help us to age gracefully. Something else that can help us to age gracefully is similar to prioritizing relationships, and that is to look outward instead of inward. When we focus on listening to others, helping others, serving others, instead of constantly focusing on ourselves and our own needs, we shine a little brighter. We also must hold on to curiosity if we want to age gracefully. Have you ever heard the phrase, quote, he or she is set in their ways? This is usually referring to someone who is older and has become closed-minded. Staying open-minded and curious can help us to stay more youthful. We can do this by listening to others' perspectives and opinions, but we can also do this by being lifelong learners, challenging and examining our own beliefs. Prioritizing education throughout your life will help you to age gracefully. Okay, the next thing I have to share, I would say, is totally underrated. I think it is so important to hold on to whimsy. Typically, whimsy is something that is associated with children. Kids have an excitement and enthusiasm for life that is often lost in adulthood. Finding joy in the little things in life can help us to stay youthful. Look for ways to make life playful. Go play in the rain. Skip into a store instead of walking. Stop and ride on a swing when you pass one. Don't lose your wonder for life. Make room for fun and laughter. Don't run yourself ragged saying yes to everything, but instead be intentional with your yes. Say yes to the spontaneous adventures. Play isn't pointless. You can get excited about things that aren't necessarily useful or productive. Another way you can age gracefully is by being gentle with yourself. Give yourself grace because no one is perfect. We all just do our best. And if we have unattainable standards for ourselves, it will make us irritable and frustrated. I recognize that this is easier said than done and can take time to get there through practice. This shift is not something that can be bottled up and sold, but it definitely changes your demeanor, the way you carry yourself. Similarly, stop shoulding yourself. It's okay to want to make changes in life and to want to challenge yourself to do better, but don't put unreasonable expectations on yourself saying, I should do this or I should do that. Self-compassion softens you. You unfurrow your brow. You lower your shoulders. This ease with yourself shines through and helps you to age gracefully. You know what else softens you? Doing the inner work, processing your emotions, feeling them instead of fixing, denying, or covering them. Once you do this work, you relax physically. Your shoulders lower, your jaw unclenches, your gut is at peace. You aren't in a constant state of fight or flight and needing to protect yourself. In general, doing the hard thing over and over helps you to age gracefully. I'm not just talking about things that are physically hard like exercise and eating healthy, although those things are good. I'm talking about being emotionally honest with yourself. I'm talking about getting out of bed every morning when you don't want to, or even when you don't have to. I'm talking about leaning into those healthy habits even when life's circumstances start spiraling. Do the inner work. Something else that I have found to be so important is to prioritize rest. Making time for rest is not being lazy. Rest gives your body time to repair your physical body, but also your mind and your emotions. When you prioritize rest, you must be intentional with your time. I know that I've shared this on my channel before, but a couple of years ago, I felt like God was calling me to take a true Sabbath, a true day of rest. I was working 7 days a week and often felt exhausted or burnt out. Now that I take Sundays off from working, I must be intentional with the other 6 days. Even though I wanted to focus on things other than the obvious things that will help us to age gracefully, let's talk about exercise. When you age gracefully, you learn to shift the focus from a certain body size to exercising for your mental health, appreciating the fact that your body can move. This is certainly not easy as we are undoing decades of programming from our society. But this mindset shift is so important and honestly just freeing. No longer exercising because we ate a piece of cake or because we want to fit in a certain size of jeans, and instead habitually moving our bodies because it makes us stronger and more energized. When you learn to move with your body instead of against it, you unlock a freedom that you have never known. Lastly, aging gracefully comes from living with integrity, heart, and contentment. When your actions and habits are in alignment with your values and priorities, you show up in this world in a different kind of way. You shine brightly because you are living in freedom. This kind of peace slows down the aging process. Okay, my friends, that is all I have to share this week for my Thoughtful Thursday chat. I do hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated with you in some way. As always, I do love to hear your thoughts on my thoughts, so please leave those down in the comments. And if you are with me, if this is resonating with you, please type in the comments, aging gracefully. I really appreciate everyone who interacts with my content. When you like videos, when you leave comments, it truly helps to get my video pushed out into the algorithm. So I truly appreciate it. I also love these conversations, especially these conversations on Thursday and hearing all of your thoughts. But please stay tuned for the rest of this video to see the rest of my deep cleaning of my laundry room. I did go through that supplement bin that we had up there, and all of these are expired, and I double checked with my husband to make sure it was okay to get rid of them. Sometimes he likes to use things beyond the expiration date, but all of these, the earliest one was 2020. So I think he agreed with me that we should just go ahead and get rid of all of these. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw them away. That is all for today's video. Please don't forget to check out all the links in my description box to the other lovely ladies who are participating in this collaboration. And as always, I appreciate you watching all the way until the end, and I will see you next time. Bye.